Before we get into the present day story, we are treated to a flashback. No superhero, the Flash, here though, with Nightwing narrating a moment in his childhood. At this moment, we are in Gotham Heights Park, where a fight starts with Shelton Lyle and his friends. A red-headed girl runs into the defense of the victim. Dick later enters the fight with his heroic stance. Shelton then turns his sight onto Dick, and a fight between them commences with the red-haired girl jumping in as well. The Gotham police arrive, and we find out that the red-haired girl is none other than, dun dun dun, Barbara Gordon. Shelton is taken by the police, and Nightwing is dropped off to the manor with Alfred. We get a lovely exchange with a respectful Dick and supportive Alfred. Next slide, Alfred. For anyone who may not know, Alfred Thaddeus Crane Pennyworth, formerly known as just Alfred, and then Alfred Beagle, is the legal guardian of Bruce Wayne and butler, among many other roles. Alfred first appeared in Batman issue 16 in April 1944, and was created by various writers throughout the time of his evolution. He is popular with readers as he is level-headed and a moral compass of not only Bruce Wayne, but the rest of the people around him. Alfred has an important role in the Bat family, and is often shown alongside both Bruce Wayne and Batman. I, being Coastal, have chosen some of my favourite Alfreds for this slide, with Sean Pertwee as Alfred in the TV series Gotham, Alistair Duncan in animated series The Batman, Coastal's personal favourite Michael Caine in the Dark Knight trilogy, directed by Christopher Nolan. Coastal also added Tom Hollander's version of Alfred in the hit show Harley Quinn. Currently, Alfred is dead in the comic book series, having been killed by Bane. As an extra Joshy note, Joshy's favourite version of Alfred in expanded media is the late Ian Abercrombie's portrayal of Alfred in the short-lived early 2000s Birds of Prey TV series. Ian Abercrombie might also be remembered as Professor Crumbs in Wizards of Waverly Place, Ganthet of Oa in the 2010s Green Lantern animated series, one of Elaine's bosses in Seinfeld, and as the main voice of Palpatine and Darth Sidious in the Star Wars The Clone Wars animated series. Next slide, Barbara. We previously touched on Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl, in previous comic book clubs, so I will keep this one light. Barbara Gordon, Commissioner Gordon's daughter, and the second Batgirl, who, following the Joker shooting her through the spine, operated from a wheelchair as Oracle, with a pivotal supporting role for the Bat family, the Birds of Prey, and at times even the Justice League. Barbara as Oracle had an important role in providing rare representation for the disabled community to see themselves in comic books. Following the 2011 U-52 Universe reboot, an operation combined with futuristic back-supporting spine technology has granted Barbara Gordon full use of her legs again, allowing her to return to be one of the 3 active Batgirls alongside Stephanie Brown and Cassandra Cain, though Barbara has the most death-supporting role of the 3, still carrying out many of the duties she had as Oracle. Batgirl has been adapted in various expanded media, including in 1967, Yvonne Craig playing Batgirl in the Adam West Batman TV series. Dina Meyer played Oracle in the 2002 Birds of Prey TV series, with flashbacks to Dina Meyer in the Batgirl suit a few years prior to that in flashbacks of the show, and Savannah Welch portrayed Barbara Gordon in the 2018 Titans live-action TV series. Batgirl was featured in a DLC of Batman Arkham Knight, voiced by Ashley Greene. Rosario Dawson voiced Batgirl in the Lego Batman movie, was voiced by Melissa Gilbert in Bruce Timm's Batman the Animated Series, Mary Kay Bergman in Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero, and Tara Strong has voiced Batgirl in numerous projects, including Bruce Timm's sequel series, The New Batman Adventures, and the cartoon Superhero Girls. A version of Batgirl is featured in Batman and Robin, portrayed by Alicia Silverstone, known for her role in Clueless, retconned to be the niece of Alfred in that particular continuity. Next slide, issue 78 continued. We open up the series to a group assaulting a dog who is missing a leg on the streets of Bloodhaven. Nightwing swings in and saves the dog. We also cut to a moment where we see Blockbuster and the influence he has over Bloodhaven and its officials. After 6 stitches and a visit to the vet, Nightwing takes the unnamed dog back to his apartment and notices that someone is already there. We find out that the person is none other than Barbara Gordon, who delivers a note to Nightwing from the recently deceased Alfred. Nightwing is left with a substantial amount of money as a result. Thoughts? Joshy's thoughts. Does a good job of establishing Dick Babs and the importance of Alfred, who a lot of people might initially dismiss as just a butler. Showing him encouraged Dick's civilian side, being able to make a change and being proud enough for Alfred to call Dick his son. Also reintroduces Roland Desmond, aka the second and main Blockbuster, brother of the first Blockbuster, Mark. Roland Desmond underwent experimental treatment in a Starman issue, but is primarily known as a Nightwing villain running Bloodhaven crime during the Chuck Dixon era of Nightwing. Desmond developed albinism and a heart defect as a side effect of his initial transformation. He received a heart transplant in Gorilla City before Nightwing lets Tarantula kill him in 2004. Blockbuster was permanently resurrected following the DC Rebirth relaunch of the universe with this issue. Also touches on previous lore of Nightwing living in apartment 3A and 3B of 1013 Parkthorne Avenue, starting with Nightwing Volume 2, Issue 2, before buying the whole brownstone to keep it from being demolished in Issue 21. It was eventually blown up by KG Beast with a Predator drone, who had been hired by Blockbuster to kill Dick Grayson. Following the unknotting of the timeline after the events of Dark Knight's Death Metal, the building is undestroyed, and Nightwing is once again established as the owner of the building in this issue. It's interesting that while the building largely looks similar, there's now a fire escape on the left-hand side of the building that faces the street, and none of the windows have outward opening glass anymore.